You were productive across the board, but how did you approach, like, hey, when to take your mid-range three, attack the basket to get to the foul line?
I never really think about that stuff. I mean, it just presents itself, and I just try to let my instincts and my natural ability just take over. Um, I don't want to. I don't want to have my thoughts get in the way of that. So I just try to just let my body take over in my mind.
We've talked about this before, but and how much you like to score. But you made a couple of big defensive plays today, and that block especially, I think, late in the third, got you guys going and got the crowd into it. When that happens, I mean, and you're fully engaged,
I'm always
satisfying?
engaged.
Satisfying?
I'm always engaged.
Okay, when you're always engaged. But when you get a big block like that, is it especially satisfying and over the course of a game, and it makes a difference in the game at that point?
Yeah, I like just finishing possession and winning possession. I think that's a W for us when we can contest at the rim and get out and get a fast break layup. And so I consider that a W for us. And you got to put together small wins to get the big win at the end. So I'm just glad I was able to contribute in winning a possession.
Kevin, what's it like for you when you get rolling offensively and you look over and Steph's got it rolling offensively like he had it tonight?
What's it like?
Yeah.
You just get lost in the game. You don't really realize what you're doing out there or what the score is or, well, how many points you got or how many points your teammate has. And, you try not to think about, like, oh, we got it rolling tonight. We just try to, move on each possession and be the best that we can in the present and try not to worry about what's going to happen the next possession on the one before. And you could tell that Steph was locked in on just the moment. And usually when you do that, you have a really good game, especially when you're at that level that he's on.
They were dropping threes in, sometimes contested, sometimes not. When you see a team shooting that hot from three, how do you stay locked in and just not let that get you down?
Just move, like I said, just move on to the next possession. I mean, there's a couple threes that they made off of just miscommunications, and there's some that were tough. But all in all, I thought we did a solid job of, getting more shots than they did. They put us at the free throw line because they were trying to be physical, so we took advantage of that. And you gotta tip your hat to them. They're a great team, man. They've been playing well this season, and Gallinari and Tobias Harris have been leading the way for them in the scoring department, and with the starting group, and then Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell been picking it up off the bench. So you knew they could score a bunch of points, but we just tried to weather the storm.
How dangerous a team are they in the West?
They're dangerous because they got constant movement, and they got a big that can roll to the rim in Gortat, and also Montrezl Harrell. And so when you have that, especially with the small ball that's going on around the league, you get more opportunities to have two people on the basketball, and then that's when you're scrambling and they knocking down threes. So they got versatile players that can play any style, and they got defenders as well. And I think you can just tell by how they're playing this season that they're starting to put it together.
Kevin, how much of the Lakers have you seen this season? What have you thought of them, and how different will it be facing LeBron with the Lakers team?
I've seen probably about 5 or 6 of their games this season, and just playing fast, man. They're playing fast. They're playing just energetic basketball. You can tell that they just got, over this last stretch, they've been having a nice little winning streak, and they're just building momentum. And obviously, LeBron is a force on both ends of the floor with his strength, his passing ability, and his scoring ability. It just opens it up for everybody else. And I feel like Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma and JaVale, if JaVale's playing, but I think those guys have grown and gave him some great minutes, and was able to be that. Kyle Kuzma was able to be that second guy behind LeBron. So we got our work cut out for us.